everybody, so what you see is what you get. So we're about to get cooking today. So everybody always, you know, be wanting to eat this pasta salad that I used to make it a lot, but I don't make it that much anymore. I haven't made it since November of last year, 2018. So this is a cold dish. It's a cold dish. However, my family always, if I come to the grandma's house, it could be the winter time. They want this cold salad, and I don't really make it in the winter, but that's all they be wanting. They be like, man, why you didn't make that? Why you didn't make the pasta salad? And I'm like, man, y'all know I could cook other things, right? So this is the most requested dish from me. So I've decided to make a video on it to show you all how to make it. Now, some stuff I have added in here that I usually don't put in it, like the feta cheese. You can make it how you like it, really. You can be real creative with, you know, cold stuff, cold salads. I said feta cheese, and these are lobster chunks. Some lobster chunks, lobster delights. I usually just put the olive, crab meat, shrimp, noodle, Italian dressing, the tomatoes, and I'll slice up these cucumbers here and put it in there. So the only thing extra I'm adding is the cheese and some lobster meat. This is imitation crab meat and imitation lobster meat for the cold salad. So, yeah, real crab meat is a pain in the butt trying to get out of a crab thing. I'll be mad eating crab meat. It's mad expensive to get real crab meat, and when you get it, like, you have to wrestle with the legs to crack it open, and you get this little bitty piece of fish meat. So well, at least I'll be mad because it's the little piece of meat. So, yeah, so today I'm gonna show you how to make this highly requested dish. You will need some shrimp, frozen shrimp that's cooked. Today I got feta cheese, some tricolor rotini. You can use any kind of noodle with this dish. You can do whatever you like with the dish. I like the colorful noodle. I like to make this dish real colorful. So we got the tricolor rotini. We got some sliced olives in a can. We got the crab meat from Fair Play. If you don't have a Fair Play, I don't know. A lot of places don't have Fair Play. That's like a Chicago thing. So it's called Fair Play Foods, but we just call it Fair Play. If you have a Food for Less that's in Chicago, we have a Food for Less. So our Food for Less is like a Kroger. They carry a lot of Kroger products. So you can find most of this stuff, like the shrimp, you know, the noodle. You can find most of this stuff at a Food for Less. I mean, I'm calling it Food for Less, but a Kroger. If you all live in different states and you have a Kroger, you can find most of this stuff, you know, in a Kroger. So I have a Italian wishbone dressing. It doesn't matter what brand. You can use whatever. I have some zesty Robusto Italian. You can put whatever Italian. It don't matter, just Italian. I got the tomatoes. I'm going to slice these in half. And I have two cucumbers that I'm going to use a potato peeler to, like, skin it a little bit. I'm going to leave some green on to give it a little color. And you can slice these into, like, real small pieces. So let's get cooking. I'll be right back. Oh, I have the water boiling for the noodles. I like to put 1 box per pot in the noodle because I don't like to put too many of these boxes in one pot. It gets real gummy. So you don't want gummy noodles. You want them to be pretty tight and like it is in the box. You want it to be pretty tight. So you just boil them for about 12 minutes. You can put salt in the water. You can put a little oil in the water if you want to. That's optional. I know a lot of people use oil for like spaghetti to keep the noodles from, you know, sticking together and stuff. I didn't put any oil in my water. That's just a trick to do to keep your noodles from sticking together. You don't want to put, I don't know, if you're making homemade macaroni and cheese, you probably don't want to use oil. That's why the oil kind of makes the noodles slippery. So, I mean, once I put this in the fridge and gets cold, it don't matter if I use oil in the boiling water or not. It's still going to get coated with this dressing. So it don't matter. You can use oil if you want or not. I didn't use any, so I'll be back once I get some more stuff prepped. And the only thing, this dish is really easy to make. The only thing you have to do is boil the noodles. If you don't know how to boil a noodle, I don't know what to tell you. Everything else is like cutting board. You just cut board, you peel the shrimp, you rinse the meat off, and you just, you know, squish it. You don't have to squish it, but like, you know, separate it. Just push on it hard enough to like let it crumble. It'll crumble up on its own, or you just crumble it up yourself, whatever. Just, you know. So this is the easiest thing to make. It's not hard to make at all. You just boil noodles. You can taste the noodle yourself, see how hard it is. You want to make sure that it's not too chewy, not too hard. So you want to make sure that it's like al dente. You could bite into it and it's not too hard. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we got the noodles boiled. I have 4 boxes, so I dumped the last box a little bit in each one pot. If you have a small family, all you need is like 2 boxes, and it was like 61 to 70 shrimp. If you make you can get a different smaller count. So okay, so I got everything mixed up here in a bowl. We got the crab meat, the tomatoes, the olives, and some of the cucumbers mixed all up in there. I sliced the tomatoes in half, and you see I kind of how I skinned the cucumber with the potato peeler, and I sliced it in 4, and that's how I cut it. And you just crumb up. You want to rinse off everything. You want to rinse off all of that meat and stuff. So I just take this and I crumble it up, and it'll flake on its own into the bowl like I did over there. As for the shrimp, you want to let it sit in some cold water because it was frozen. Let it sit in room temperature first, and then let it sit in some cold water. And then you have to like pull the tails off of these because the tails are still on. So you have to pull the tail off to each one of these things because you don't want anybody eating the plastic part of the tail of the shrimp. So once you pull the tail off and you re-rinse all of these off, you should be good to dump them all in the salad. Everybody don't like tomatoes, so I keep some tomatoes. I have to make 2 different things, put them in 2 different bowls when I make this. One with tomatoes and one with everything else except for tomatoes. So I'm about to strain the water off these noodles, and I'll come back and show you the finished product of the whole salad. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I got all the shrimp peeled. I peeled all the tails off. This is the most tedious part to do. This takes the longest to do, so you want to make sure you peel all the plastic. You don't want anything hard on the end or plastic filling on the end. You want it to be like smooth from the top to the bottom. So I was going to show you all what I do sometimes when I get a shrimp. Sometimes they have this, when you peel the tail off, sometimes the tail will get stuck inside of the the plastic tip like that one. Most of them are filled. This tip here is empty. You see, I got the whole shrimp out without breaking it. Sometimes your shrimp will break inside of it. Don't try to fish for it. Just leave it in there, let it go. Sometimes I see shrimp with this black thing inside the, you see that black there? I don't want anything black inside of the bottom of the shrimp. I'm thinking that's boo-boo, because if this is the head, this the tail, and when I peel the tail off, you get that black stuff in there. So I'll either squeeze it out, you can squeeze it out, or you can peel it off, pinch it off, whatever you want. You make it look like this, cut it short without the tail so it don't go like almost a full circle. That's fine. You want to make sure that there's nothing black inside that hole. It's just a hole and it's clean and clear. So I'm thinking that's boo-boo. Don't judge me, y'all. I like to clean. I don't know. I'm going to squeeze that out. You know, you can squeeze it out or you could pinch the whole part off and make it look short. It's up to you. So this is the most hardest, the most longest, the most tedious part. The shrimp is the most expensive part of this dish. I'm making this for the 4th of July. So I got this over here. It's almost done pretty much. It's pretty much almost done. So I put 1 thing of vinegar in each one to like have it loose and get all the vinegar in there, the Italian dressing. So this is how much it made. It made a lot for 4 boxes. I have 4 boxes of noodle. So this is like a whole bunch. So you can see kind of like how much it'll feed. You don't want to, some people eat a whole bunch of this. If you just take it into a little party, you know, people just get a little taste of it. So I didn't separate the tomatoes. I just said forget it. They can pick them out. I don't feel like I didn't feel like doing all of that. Plus, I dropped a lot of tomatoes on the floor, so I have to clean up and mop after I made a mess. So I have to, yeah, mop the floor. So I'm gonna come back and add in the feta cheese. I didn't want to add in the cheese too soon because the noodles were still warm, and I want it to be kind of cool. I want the noodles to be cool. So once you bring the noodles from the stove, drain them and then rinse them with cold water. Let it sit for a while. It's been sitting for a while because the shrimp takes a while to separate. So let it sit, let it get chilled, let it get cold, and then I'm gonna add the feta and show you what it looks like. So I'll be back for the last part. Okay, y'all, so I got some Old Bay seasoning. I'm gonna sprinkle this over top of the shrimp, as you can see. So we about to hook it up before I mix it all up. Oh, big girl, let's hook it up. Cook it up. Oh, put too much. I put a little bit too much in that one. I might have to put some shrimp. It'll still work, but put some of this one in here. So that should be enough Old Bay for that one. Put a little more over here. So I'm just gonna mix that Old Bay seasoning up. I could make it a little, I don't know, I don't want to put no Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna just use the Old Bay seasoning to season the shrimp to make it look all pretty. So we just stir it up. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. Want to shake up the Italian dressing to get, you know, get it all shaken up, get all the stuff all around the bottle, and it's not settled at the very bottom of the bottle too much. Then you just squirt it all over. This is looking really good. It's looking good. The thing about this dish is you can eat it right away, but you want to let this chill in the refrigerator for a all the flavors can like settle into the noodles, settle into the shrimp, and into the crab meat and stuff. So it tastes even better once all of this is settled into the, once you refrigerate it, let it chill. You can let it chill for at least an hour before you like, you know, really dig into it. But this is gonna be chill for like one day, because the 4th is, I think, Thursday. So I'm gonna let it chill in the refrigerator for one day, and then the next day it's the 4th. I'm not sure what, it was thundering outside. I don't know what tomorrow holds for me. I might be too busy to make this, so I made it tonight. And I'm gonna add some feta. I only got three things of feta because it was 3 for $5. I seen this on sale, so I wanted to incorporate this. I love a Greek salad, like a Greek salad from Panera Bread. I'm gonna add this feta now. And this reminded me like a Greek salad, the Italian dressing, the feta cheese. Once I saw this cheese on sale, I was like, oh, I could use that and incorporate it into my salad. Y'all see, I didn't want to put the cheese in there too hot. I wanted to still be like crummy, like looking like crumbs. I don't want it to look like a pizza, you know. So I'm just gonna stir all of this in. Only thing I'm missing is like a pepperoni for this. That'll be so good. And I gotta do the other one. And that's pretty much it. That's the salad. The only thing I added in this one is cheese, feta cheese. And it looks pretty good. It looks good. I gotta do this one, but y'all get the idea of it. Just let this chill in the refrigerator. I feel like I can use some more dressing. To me, I could probably use some more dressing, Italian dressing. It might be enough. I just use 1 bottle per box when I make 2 boxes of noodle, and sometimes I put 3 bottles in it. It depends on how how much liquid you want in your salad. See at the bottom, I think it's pretty kind of dry. I like a lot of liquid. I like it to be kind of liquidy a little bit more than this. It looks pretty tight. But that's about it. So thank y'all for checking out this salad video. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all use it. Try it out. See how you like it. Let me know if y'all like it or not. Y'all should love it because everybody loves it. So I'll catch y'all in another video. Peace.